Good morning, dear cadets. So, as you know, we are in the chapter number 1. Chapter number 1. What is the name of first chapter? The name of first chapter is Chemical Reactions and Equation. Okay. So, I taught you chemical change, chemical reactions, and some of the examples of chemical reactions like reaction between lead nitrate and potassium iodide. Am I correct? Reaction between magnesium ribbon with oxygen. Third one, reaction between zinc and hydrogen sulfate or hydrogen chloride. So these are the chemical reactions, and I have justified why they should be called as chemical reactions. Now today I am going to teach you the characteristics of chemical reaction. What are the characteristics of chemical reaction? So there are some of the characteristics. If they are taking place in a particular chemical reaction, then only that should be classified as a chemical reaction. Okay, just see. First characteristics is change in color. Means if during the course of chemical reaction, if the substance color is changed, it means that change can be classified as a chemical change and it can be called as chemical reaction. Just see here, you have taken lead nitrate. Okay, lead nitrate. Am I correct or not? What kind of solution this one? This is colorless. What is this one? Colorless. Next one is potassium iodide. Potassium iodide. Okay, potassium iodide solution is also colorless. What is this one? Colorless. Okay, but when they react together and form lead iodide. What is this one? Lead iodide plus potassium nitrate. Potassium nitrate. Okay. So this is lead iodide. This form LOPPT. What does it form? LOPPT. And this is colorless. So there is change in the color. Are you getting my point or not? You have taken two colorless substance. That is lead nitrate and potassium iodide. But here what you are getting? Yellow color substance, LOPPT you are getting. It means what is there? There is a change in color of the substance or not. Okay. One more thing is there, that is a very common example you can take. If you are having any problem in this particular example, I will give you the common example. You must have seen the rusted material like rusted iron object. What is there? What is the original color of iron? Gray color, silvery gray color. But once rust is formed, rust is brown color fakes. So if you are having any problem, this can be explained. This particular example, just see, let me give 1 minute, just see. You just change this one, formation of PPT. Write down here, formation of PPT. PPT means precipitate. So this reaction is better example of precipitate. Now question arises here, what is the precipitate? Just see. Precipitate, here I am writing. Precipitate short form is PPT. PPT means insoluble substance. What is this one? Insoluble substance. Insoluble substance. Okay. Which is formed when two solutions are mixed together. When two solutions are mixed together. Okay. So precipitate or PPT, this is insoluble substance. So this is LOPPT of lead iodide which is formed here, that is precipitate. This, what is this one? Insoluble solid substance. Insoluble solid substance which is formed when two solutions are mixed together. So this is also solution, this is also solution. They are mixed together and they are forming yellow precipitate. So the formation of precipitate during the course of chemical reaction, it indicates that given reaction is chemical reaction only. That is the first characteristic. Means during the course of during the course of chemical reaction. If precipitate is formed, it means given reaction can be classified as a chemical reaction. Means one more sentence you can say. Formation of precipitate is one of the characteristics of chemical reaction. That is the first thing. Color I will include, that one also. Right now I wrote here 3. 2 more are there. I will write that one. Change in state, physical state. Okay, means during the course of chemical reaction, physical state also changes. Just see, very simple example is there. I wrote this reaction. Zinc is reacting. Zinc is solid. Okay, it is reacting with hydrogen sulfate. What is this one? Hydrogen sulfate. Hydrogen sulfate. So what is formed here? Zinc sulfate. Zinc sulfate and hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas. Hydrogen gas. So just try to understand. This is solid, this is solution, this is solution, but here zinc sulfate is also solution, and what is this one? Hydrogen gas, this is gas. So just see, physical state is change or not? Zinc here you have taken solid and hydrogen sulfate as a solution, but here what you are getting? Solution and gas you are getting. So the physical state of substance is change or not? So this is an example of chemical reaction. Means during the course of chemical reaction there must be change in the physical state of the substance. Okay, now evolution of gas, this is only example. When zinc react with hydrogen sulfate or hydrogen chloride, okay, then what is there? Gas is evolved. Means evolution of gas is an example of chemical reaction. Means during the course of chemical reaction, gas, if it is evolving, it means given change is chemical change, and that is chemical reaction. Am I correct or not? So evolution of gas is one of the characteristics. Okay, now fourth one I will write change in color, and fifth one I will write temperature, change in the temperature. During the course of chemical reaction, there is a change in the color and there is a change in the temperature also. In some of the reaction, temperature evolved. In some of the reaction, temperature absorbed. Okay, so we'll give you the example also. So next characteristics of chemical reaction is change in color. Change in color. Okay, so just try to understand. Zinc, okay, or iron. Iron is there, Fe. Okay, you can write word equation. Iron. What is their color? Gray color. Gray color. Plus what is there? Oxygen. Plus XH2O. Here write oxygen. What is this one? Oxygen. And here what is there? Water. Water. So here what is there? Hydrated iron oxide. Hydrated iron oxide. Hydrated iron oxide. So this is gray color and this is brown flakes. Brown color substance. This is only rust. This is only rust. Brown color substance. This is only rust. So what is there? There is a change in the color or not? So if during the course of chemical reaction, if reactants undergo change in color, it means that is one of the characteristics of chemical reaction. Means during the course of chemical reaction, color should also be changed. Now change in temperature. Change in temperature. Just try to understand. Everybody might have seen the lime. Lime. Calcium oxide is called lime. Calcium oxide. Calcium oxide. Okay. This is only called lime. Okay. If it reacts with water, so it forms calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. Calcium hydroxide. This is slaked lime. What is the name of this one? Slaked lime. okay, and plus here heat is evolved. Heat is evolved. This is an example of exothermic reaction. What is this one? Exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction. Yes, am I correct or not? If heat is evolved during the course of any chemical reaction, that reaction is called exothermic. Exothermic reaction. Therm means heat. And if heat is evolved, it must be returned toward the product side. And just see, I can justify this one. Just you do one thing. Take one beaker. In that beaker, you just take lime and add some amount of water, okay, and now bottom of the beaker you first touch, okay, now leave it undisturbed for some period of time, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and after 5 minutes or 10 minutes again you touch the bottom of the beaker. What you will find? That beaker become very, very hot. It means when calcium oxide react with the water, some amount of heat is evolved, okay, some amount of heat is evolved. Because of that evolution of heat, beaker has become hot. Means during the course of chemical reaction there must be change in the temperature. Must be change in the temperature. Change in temperature means either heat should evolve or absorbed. If heat is evolved means released, so that reaction is called as exothermic reaction. Like this reaction is an example of exothermic reaction. Means during the course of chemical reaction, in some cases heat is evolved, in some cases heat is absorbed, okay. I will give you one more reaction example, that is called endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. What is the meaning of endothermic reaction? Heat should absorb. Just see, you might have heard about the barium hydroxide. Barium hydroxide. Don't worry, you will come to know their formula also. Since I have not taught you chemical equation, that is why I am writing here word equation, okay. Barium hydroxide. Barium hydroxide plus what is there? Ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride. So here what is there? Barium chloride. What you will get? Barium chloride. Barium chloride plus ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide. Okay. Now just see. Here heat is absorbed. So in reactant side only you should write the heat. In reactant side only you should write the heat. Am I correct or not? Just see. If heat is evolved, it must be written in product side. If heat is absorbed, so heat should be written toward the reactant side. And the things which are written before the arrow marks, means towards the left hand side of arrow marks, that is called heat. Means that is called reactant. So if heat is absorbed, so heat word should be written toward the reactant side. If heat is evolved, heat word should be written toward the product side, okay. Now just see, in one beaker only, just you take barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, okay, and touch the bottom, okay. And now over the period of time, means just leave it undisturbed for some period of time. So barium hydroxide and ammonium chloride, they will react together and they will form barium chloride and ammonium hydroxide. Again after 5 to 10 minutes, touch the bottom. What you will feel? Now this time temperature is less as compared to earlier. It means what is there? Heat has been absorbed. Heat has been absorbed. It means what is there? Here heat was evolved, that is why beaker become hot after 5 minutes. Heat is absorbed here, that is why heat is absorbed here. Then what is there? That beaker become cool. Beaker become cool. Am I correct or not? This is the only reason, that is why this reaction is called endothermic reaction. Means during the course of chemical reaction, in some cases heat is evolved, in some cases heat is absorbed. So these are the 5 characteristics of chemical reaction. Now remember here, It doesn't mean that in any chemical reaction at a time only all 5 characteristics should be there. Some cases what is there, either one or more than one is present, okay, and in different chemical reaction different types of characteristics would be there, but out of 5 characteristics only would be there, either one would be there or more than one would be there. Rest all cases what would be there, rest is only very rare cases are there where all 5 characteristics are present. I will give you some common example, daily life example. When fire means crackers, when they burst, what they are doing, their heat is evolved or not, heat is evolved or not, gases are evolved or not, that is why everywhere smoke is there when crackers burst. So that is also an example of chemical reaction or not, yes. So always remember, it doesn't mean that all characteristics should be present in any chemical reaction. Even if one characteristic is present, that change would be classified as a chemical change or chemical reaction. Over. So in this way the characteristics of chemical reaction is over. Okay. Now I will teach you chemical equations. Chemical equations. Okay, chemical equation. Chemical equation. Just see here. I wrote here chemical change, chemical reaction, chemical equation. Just see. Before directly coming to the definition of chemical equation, I will give you one statement. What is that statement? Just see. Statement. Statement is zinc react with or just see, you write magnesium react with oxygen and form magnesium oxide. Just see here, magnesium react with oxygen and form magnesium oxide. Magnesium react with oxygen and form magnesium oxide. Okay, what is this one? This is statement. Now this is a lengthy statement, it is difficult to remember. So this statement we can represent in 2 ways. Just see. Now I can write in this way, magnesium plus oxygen, this is equal to magnesium oxide. And just see, this is called word equation. What is this one? Word equation. I wrote this equation in the form of or with the help of word. Magnesium, oxygen react together and they form magnesium oxide. There is one more way to write this statement, that is called chemical equation. How? Chemical equation. Just see here, chemical equation means, just see, same sentence I can write with the help of chemical formulae and symbol. O2, this is called MgO, 2Mg. Okay, don't write here 2, you can write, there is no issue. Okay, this is balancing of chemical reaction, I will teach later on. Now try to understand, don't pay attention towards the 2, just see. Now this is the statement, correct? It is difficult to remember for long period of time. The short form of this one is this. Okay, means with the help of word only I wrote here, but better than this one, this is there, means this is difficult, as compared to this one this is easy, and as compared to this one this is more easy, means this is the easiest way, simplest way to represent the chemical reaction. This is called chemical equation. So what is the chemical equation now? Define. Chemical equation is nothing but a shorthand method shorthand method to represent the chemical reaction with the help of symbol and chemical formulae. So here note down the definition. What is this one? I am writing here. It is shorthand method to represent chemical reaction with the help of chemical symbol and formulae. Okay, so it is shorthand method. Just see. Now try to understand here why I am telling this one shorthand method. Just see, in chemical equation no need to write here statement, just you take the help of symbol and formulae and represent this one chemical reaction. So just see, all the three things, chemical change, chemical reaction and chemical equation are interlinked. Chemical change is the process in which original substance lose its identity and form new substance. Chemical reaction is the process in which chemical change is included. And what is the chemical equation? Chemical equation is the shorthand method to represent the chemical reaction. Am I correct or not? With the help of symbol and chemical formulae. So all the three things are interlinked, only minor differences are there. Chemical change is the process in which new substance is formed with the new property. Chemical reaction is the process in which chemical change is represented. Chemical change may be represented in this form also, this statement form. Chemical change may be represented in this form also. Chemical change may be represented in this form also. Correct or not? Chemical change. But what is the chemical equation? Chemical equation is the best method, shorthand method to represent the chemical change. Chemical reaction can be represented either by statement or by word equation. Okay, but since they are difficult to remember, that is why chemical equation method has come into light. Chemical equation is the shorthand method to represent the chemical reaction with the help of symbol and chemical formulae. Okay, have you got or not? So basically in this chapter we'll focus on this one only, chemical equation. Okay, now tomorrow we'll tell you the parts of chemical equations, balancing of chemical equation, so many things are there, we'll deal. Okay, so today almost whatever things I taught, just you note down this one, make notes and revise it. Thank you.